So I want to briefly talk about communication. Communication is super important throughout this process. And part of that is that studies are showing us that, healthy communication between caregivers and families are also resulting in positive outcomes with patients' health and well-being and treatment care. Family and caregivers tend to be involved in decision-making at every stage of the journey. And having open and honest, frequent communication is essential, that you're understanding the needs and the wishes of the person that you're caring for, and that you're able to communicate that well with the healthcare team. So it's important with the healthcare team. It's also an important way of helping you guys cope as a couple or a family or a unit. It can really has the opportunity to, when you're communicating well, to strengthen relationships and the bond that you may have with one another. So just some quick communication tips. Using I statements sounds simple, but oftentimes we forget to do it. And, beginning statements with I is owning your feelings and owning your thoughts. And so it's reducing the impacts or the chances of the person you're talking to becoming defensive. So it's I feel frustrated rather than you make me frustrated. Or I feel frustrated when you don't share appointment updates with me because I worry that you're hiding something. So it's really all in how you're phrasing something and speaking honestly and openly from your own experience. And there's lots of difficult topics that arise within relationships throughout the cancer journey. And so when you're thinking about something major that you need to discuss, pay attention to the timing and the setting. Don't pick the time of day when you're the most stressed after the kids are in bed and you've had a stressful day and then you finally sit down. That's probably not the greatest time to address a difficult topic. So pay attention to that, when you're thinking clearly, and when the person that you want to talk to is also thinking clearly and in a reasonable mood. Stay on topic. Try not to bring up old problems, or not even old problems, but other problems that exist. And it's important to rehearse, to clarify, and to think about what it is that you want to say, what you want to accomplish, and practice. The more you practice it, the easier it is to communicate in those navigate those difficult topics. It's also really important that, just as you're communicating your needs and your thoughts, that you're also practicing active listening, that you're making good eye contact, that you're letting somebody finish what they're saying before responding. And it's also important that, you're kind of paraphrasing or repeating back what you think you're hearing, so that you're not making assumptions on what you heard. It may be, so what I hear you saying is, blah, blah, blah. It's important that you're checking in with that person so that you're on the same page and that that you're on the same page.